Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex, and in today's video, I want to go over how you can get mold removal jobs and leads every single day for your mold removal or mold remediation business. So, as you can see here, I have the 3 best ways. These are all just digital strategies. If you're looking for offline strategies, this is not the video. And I'm just going to jump right into it. By the way, if you need help getting leads, if you need help growing your mold removal or mold remediation business, if you need help with ads, local SEO, setting up your website, anything like that, you can click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your site, happy to answer any questions you have about ads or getting leads, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to grow your mold removal business. So, right here, you can see the 3 best ways. If you are not focused on all 3 of these ways, I don't know how you're generating leads, and it's likely that you are not generating leads regularly or efficiently. Let me show you why all 3 of these matter matter quite a bit. When you search for any mold removal job, and I have Chicago and Miami, which are 2 fairly competitive areas, right? If you search mold removal Chicago, right? The first thing you're going to see, the first thing anybody's going to see is 4 ads. Then they're going to see Google Business Profiles, right? And then finally, organic results. The problem with organic results is a lot of these are aged websites, very old, long-standing companies. For a specific keyword like mold removal, it'll be very difficult to rank this year for mold removal in Chicago if you start a new site today, or if your site's a year or 2 old. You're also competing with Yelp. You're also competing with Angie's List. You're also competing with regional, national companies that are trying to capitalize on this keyword. But let me just jump back up to the ads here. Why I love ads, why I think a lot of small businesses should be running ads as a way to generate leads is these days Google is pay to play. Business is pay to play. If you don't have money to invest in marketing, you're just leaving so much opportunity, so many leads on the table. Take a look at this. I am not searching in Chicago. In fact, I am nowhere near Chicago. And 4 of your competitors, if you were somebody in, for example, Chicago, offering mold removal, 4 of the competitors, 4 of the businesses that are targeting that area, I should not be seeing these ads if I'm not here, right? So already just off the bat, they have no idea what they're doing. Their targeting is wrong. And just looking through it quickly, I can see that their ads are terrible, right? This guy, River Grove, Illinois, I'm not sure if that is actually in Chicago or not. Let me just check really quickly, guys. River Grove, Illinois. I mean, that was horrendous spelling. Bear with me for a moment. Yeah, they are targeting what looks to be a far suburb of Chicago, right? Those are your competitors, by the way. And then if we look at the next one, Mold Midwest Environment Consulting Service. No idea why that would show up for mold removal. Yes, we are open. Attic Mold Remediation Company. This doesn't even mention removal, maybe there, but it also doesn't mention Chicago, right? So if you're searching in Chicago, you want to see that keyword, Chicago mold removal, which is none of the mention. So not a single mention, not a single ad mentioned mold removal in Chicago, which is what you are looking for as a user, right? So right off the bat, if you're running ads here, you're going to do better than at least the companies that are running ads. Usually in any space, there's like 5 or 10 companies running ads. So if you were running ads for mold removal in Chicago, right off the bat, you'll be in the top 50% if you just figure out your targeting and your ad copy. This is terrible copy. This is not designed to convert. None of these have site links. They're all incredibly poorly formatted. I'm not going to go look at the pages. This one is for water repair, right? Anyways, scrolling down, the second best way, and these are, I guess, I would say, listed in order of importance. The second best way is going to be optimizing and working on getting reviews for your Google Business Profile. So when anybody does a search online, whether it's their smartphone or on their computer, they're going to see Google Business Profile. This will be more predominant on a smartphone. A lot of people will also head straight to Google Maps to do their search. If you're not showing up, if you're not working on optimizing your Google Business Profile, you are leaving a ton of opportunity on the table. A lot of these will get a lot of website clicks. In some cases, people will just click on this and call directly. If you answer the phone, you will be able to close that lead, right? You can just call. A lot of people will be clicking to call. And then if someone does click to call, you need your website to be set up to actually capture that traffic properly as well. You want to make sure that when people are landing on your website, that they are able to engage with your sites. Click to call, fill out a form, anything like that. The problem with Google Business Profiles is a lot of businesses, a lot of you guys are not focused on generating reviews. And there's two things that are incredibly important when it comes to Google Business Profiles, and a secondary feature as well. You want to be generating as many reviews as you can, as often as you can. So it's better to get 2 or 3 or 4 reviews a week, every single week, as opposed to say 5 or 6 reviews a month, but you got them all because you sent one email blast and they all came in on a Sunday, right? So every client you leave, you should give them a card with a QR code, or send them an email. That makes it really incredibly easy for people to leave reviews, and of course let them know how important reviews are for you. If you're showing up in this section and you have an ad showing up, you are going to close a huge percentage of the traffic. The majority of people are clicking ads, right? The secondary majority are clicking Google Business Profiles to read reviews, to look at photos, to look at the questions and answers that people have on there. So not only should you be focusing on reviews, make sure that you are posting photos of your work before and after, everything like that. Reply to client reviews. This is an incredible way to drive tons of organic traffic to your site. So for example, here in Chicago, these guys have 1.6K reviews. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to compete with. They will be showing up for a lot of searches. The other two though, 130 and 200, is a little bit more reasonable. If you got into like the 60 or 70 range, you could start showing up quite a bit for these searches. And again, this will depend on exactly where in Chicago somebody is searching. The results here will change per user. If they are searching in, South Chicago, the northern part, it really depends. But the more reviews you have, the more active your profile is, the more likely you are to actually get people to interact with your profile, visit your website, and or call you straight from Google Business Profile right here. What you can do if you're starting a new company is make sure that you include mold removal in the title. So if you can name your company, Chicago Mold Removal, that's a fantastic way to show up. It is going to help with SEO. It's also going to help with optimizing the Google Business Profile, because Google does still put a little bit of weight onto those keywords when they are in the heading. You can add it afterwards. I don't recommend that because edits to your account will probably trigger a review, and it's just not something you want to go through. And finally, the last item on the list here, and we can just cross these out, is local SEO. You need to be focusing on this from day one. Local SEO will by far have the best ROI. So whether you're doing it yourself or you are paying someone to do it, over time, local SEO will drive the most traffic compared to any other of these mediums here. Now, this is traffic for long term, right? This is also if you want traffic coming this week. But if you want to build your brand out, if you want to build a business that is able to generate organic traffic, and you want to be getting traffic next year, the year after, for the life of your business, you want to be showing up on Google, and that is going to be with local SEO. And that just means, for example, here, optimizing your site in a way that makes sense to Google and also makes sense for the users. So you want to have your website set up, and I will do a video about this for mold removal. You want to have your website set up in a way that it's easy for Google to find it. You're telling Google all the information they need to know about your website, and you're also making it easy for people to interact with your site, find your site online, fill out a form, give you a call, find more information, pricing, services, locations, everything like that. And to get the number one spot, just to see how difficult it would be, for example, to actually rank, or how well they are doing here. This will just be a really quick review, right? As you can see here, they have a nice form up here. They have a phone number you can click to call. They've got some beautiful photos. The design isn't the best, but it's straightforward, it's simple. It's what people want to see. And then when we look at the actual site title, Mold Removal Chicago Company, right? We are a local team based in Chicago, and we offer mold removal Chicago services, right? So they're mentioning Mold Removal Chicago in the title, in the description. We have headlines here, right? Headline, mold remediation and mold removal Chicago. Google's going through, right? This is something that should be fixed, but Google's going through and they're seeing all these mold removal keywords, mold remediation, mold inspection, mold testing. They're seeing Chicago. There's probably a map on the page somewhere. There's no map, right? Missed opportunity there, but really straightforward, right? They have services, which should drop down, right? They've got all their services listed, and they also have their locations listed. If we just view this page, there should be a map on here. There is not a map, but they do have the core pages, Chicago, Buena Park, Dunning, right? They could design these a little bit differently, but they're doing quite well from an SEO perspective. This is just really how you want to move forward with setting up your site for local SEO. Now, this is just a bit of a primer video, but I just wanted to go through all the different ways that you can just be getting mold removal jobs every single day. If you do focus on all three of these, there's no reason that in the next 3 to 6 months you wouldn't be able to be generating mold removal jobs and getting calls and leads every single day through your mold removal site. Again, listed from most important, right, to least important. Not like that any is less important than the other. This will take the longest to get results. This will get you the most organic results, and this is pay to play, and will get you results, as early as next week. They all benefit one another. They all interact with one another. So when you focus on one, you will see crossover benefits to the other, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you found this video helpful. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you did make it this far, don't forget you can click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your current campaign, discuss your current strategy, answer any questions you might have about how to get mold removal jobs every single day for your business, whether it's Google Ads or local SEO, and of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to grow your mold removal business. In any case, I appreciate you guys. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.